Where is 3115? It's ready over here. Okay, so today we have an A1278 that does not turn on with liquid damage. So if we plug in our DC power supply with the battery unplugged and the trackpad and keyboard, we get 0.35 milliamps, which is not a working voltage or not a working amperage. It's not doing anything. It's not being told to turn on or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and take this board out of the enclosure and have a look. See how quick I can pull the board out. Dare I say that this will be an easy one, because whenever I say something will be easy, it turns out to be a nightmare. Gross. This board is filled with hair. But let's have a look under the microscope and see what we see. Wow, 9 people watching already. Rob Brown is here, Tony Nash is here, Piernob is here, Arnold is here, Cam is here. New screwdriver, yeah, I ditched the old iFixit one. Okay, let's have a look at this board. So notice the level of hairs on this board is fairly gross. Look at this. Look at all these hairs. This is pretty disgusting. Joshua is here. It's like stuck to the board. Cam, I had an air compressor, but it was too loud to run here in the day. I need to get a quiet one. But yeah, that's not going to happen for a while because I'm too lazy to go buy one. I mean, it's $130. Of course I could buy it. I just don't feel like buying it. So there's a little bit of corrosion right here. There's a little bit of corrosion right here, but nothing too bad. So now that it's fully out of the enclosure, let's try it again. Let's plug it in. Corrosion near clock crystals. Yep. But I'm not going to jump to that just yet. That could very well be our issue, but I'm not going to jump to it just yet, without looking over other areas of the board first. So near our SMC, we have some green stuff. There's always green stuff by the SMC. See that nice green stuff? Nice green stuff. Green stuff here too. More green stuff. So always going to be green stuff. And that's my keyboard that just fell. Yeah, the compressor had a tank, but the hose leaked, and it would run every time. But that's my fault. So notice we have some green stuff. There's a corroded capacitor right there. But see, there's more green stuff under the SMC right here. See that green stuff lurking right there? See this right here? It means that there's green stuff under the SMC too. So we're going to fix this in the most professional way possible with half a tube of Amtech NC559-V2. Let's take the RAM out so we don't screw up the RAM slot. We're going to go ahead, turn on our hot air station. Well, let's put the proper nozzle on the hot air station, because this little tiny one isn't going to reflow anything. Put the nozzle on. Kick on the fume extractor. I hate doing this. Sometimes they come off easily and then sometimes they don't. It really depends. And of course it's going to come off in several pieces because, yeah, this board hates me. Yeah, no good. No fun. It's under the SMC, so we have to clear that out. We really don't, but I'd rather not reball the SMC today. Whether or not it comes off easy is kind of dependent on how old the board is. If it's a new board, or a relatively new board, do you have the same lens as camera? No, I don't think so. The microscope is the same as Lewis's, but the camera's different, I'm sure. It doesn't look terrible, I mean, chemical to dissolve it, no, this is fine. Alright, I'm not too worried about that. That little piece, that should be fine. Grab flux. Put a nice healthy dose around it. Yeah, this microscope camera is not bad actually. I'm gonna try and keep my streams a lot shorter, because what I find is people really don't want to watch an hour of you know, several hours of failure. Let it cool down for a second. Should be cool enough now. And let's see what we get. Okay, so 0.27 milliamps and no fan spin. So, this could either be a dead SMC or another issue. So, now we have to kind of use our brain. So, we're going to go ahead and measure some power rails now and see if what we can find. So, plug it in again. First rail we're going to check is going to be PPBUS G3 hot at this fuse over here. And PPBUS G3 hot is 12.25 volts. Now we know we have an SMC issue. So, we're going to check SMC reset L voltage. Where's that going to show up? Where is it? Put in the right board view. SMC reset L is going to show up on pin 5 of U5010. And Rob, I'm using your theme in open and flex board view, and it's excellent. Thank you for creating that. SMC reset L is 3.43 volts. So now we have a dead SMC or dead ISL. However, given the fact that there was corrosion by the SMC, it is most likely dead. Another something that also that is indicative of the dead SMC is the charger light staying green, which could also be an ISL issue, but I'm going to trust where the liquid was, and I'm going to go ahead and replace this SMC. Which kind of sucks, because I hate replacing SMCs. But if an SMC needs to be replaced, I will replace it. Come on, get hot. wick these pads. Clean it up a little bit. I wonder if the SMC crystal on the other side is bad. Because this circuit right here, this is the crystal for the SMC. But that doesn't look too terrible. So I kind of doubt that's bad. Crystals are kind of hard to kill. They rarely die. At least not on their own. So let's grab a 3115 donor board, pull an SMC, and reball it. Alright, which 3115 has an SMC? The first one I picked has an SMC on it. That's pretty incredible. Hopefully it's good. This I can care less about removing the edge bonding in one piece. And of course on the board that I don't care about removing it in one piece, it'll probably come off all in one piece. Or maybe not. Yep, of course. The board that I could care less if it came off in one piece, came off in one piece. Amazing. AMD chips are born to be re-hot, says Piernov. I agree. As long as my AMD CPU and GPU on my desktop at home doesn't die, I don't care. It's an RX 580, so hopefully it's kind of new for that. And before it needs to be re-hot, I'll probably get a new one, a new GPU anyway. This SMC is trash. This SMC is complete garbage. See that? See how it moves? That is delamination, which is not good. Now this could have happened before it got to me, or it could have happened when I took it off. I really kind of doubt it happened when I took it off. But hopefully we have another 3115 with a good SMC on it. Stolen. 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 Present. Vladimir is here. Hopefully this SMC is not delaminated. I had one customer tell me it was an SMC issue, had corrosion under it. I reflowed it. I sent them back the thing, and they sent me an email. Well, I don't approve this. Rossman says reflowing is BS. Like, here, let me find a video of Lewis reflowing an SMC. Now, if it was your CPU I reflowed, that's different. I got most of the stuff. It's alright if we... Let's try it again. There's still edge bonding under it. Yeah, exactly, Rob. No way. Another delaminated SMC. This is why the Chinese sent me this, is because they're all delaminated. Or they all failed testing. Alright, let's try it. It might work, it might not. This is just bull. I mean, the two boards that they sent me with SMCs both have delamination, so probably they knew these were bad SMCs before they sent them to me. Or maybe I'm just an idiot, but no, I don't think so. This video is going to be a failure, watch. Because I think this is the last one I have for this model. It's your heat too. No, Arnold, I replaced hundreds of SMCs at the same temperature. So it can't be that. Unless the heating element is failing. Wonder if the heating element went bad, or the sensor, and it's just spewing out 2,000 degree air. That would do it. But maybe it'll work. What do you guys think? Will it work with delamination or not? This may work. It doesn't look too terrible. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll blow up. .3115 SMCs are getting fairly hard to get, and that's why I bought these boards that had them on there. And yeah, they're probably trash. They're probably Apple reject boards that were screwed up. And someone's on the roof. Yeah, it's someone is walking on the roof directly above me. That's concerning, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's usually not normal for people to be on the roof. Of course, it may end up like one of those videos where you see someone, breaking into some place and they fall through the ceiling tile and fall into, something that's gonna get hurt, that's gonna make them hurt. So maybe that same thing will happen. You'll see someone fall through the... Would be interesting. I mean, if you break in here, you're seriously, you're not going to get anything. You're going to get junk if you break into here. That's all you're going to get. If something is working, it's not here. It's shipped. So yeah, if you break in, you're going to get broken MacBooks, or you're going to get either the shop computers, which are, fairly lousy. So yeah, you're not going to get much if you break into here. You're not going to get anything working, I guarantee it. Maybe one, maybe one working MacBook. Yeah, just not the place to break into. If yeah, this SMC is trash. Delaminated. Yeah, screw this thing. It's trash. Do not even tell me. Let's try this other one. A little bit right there. I suck. This is terrible. I don't think, yeah, unless, let me check my hot air. Let me see if it's going up to like 600 Celsius. Let's see. Oh, 431. Yeah, 430, 431. The stuff to go to would be your workbench gear, but most thieves. Exactly. That's the thing that people were telling me is they're gonna steal the stuff in your workbench. It's like, no, if you're that dumb to break into here, what are you gonna do? Steal a soldering iron? No, you're not even gonna know what it is. So what are you gonna do with it? It's like the Quick 861DW. They're not gonna know what it is. They're probably gonna turn it on and burn themselves. That would be funny. Cam, I don't know. I think it's just I'm lousy at what I do, not the hot air. Delaminated, delaminated. This is trash. Look at this. Yeah. I know the fact that I've taken off so many SMCs and this has never happened. So I'm willing to bet they were like this when they sent them to me. That's why the boards are so cheap. Yeah, with SMC chip. Yeah, with what kind of SMC chip? A popcorned one? So I have two options now. Yeah, this is trash. I could try one of these, or I can reball the original one. Let's have a look at the original one. So maybe that got in the balls when I reflowed it. And look, this is, you know what, it has to be my darn hot air. It has to be my darn hot air is cooking them. So I'm going to turn the temp way down because I think the, with the solder pen that melts thread, not sure. I'm going to turn my hot air down to like 380 because I'm pretty sure what's going on is it's spewing out 600 degrees Celsius air because the heating element is failing in it, or the sensor is failing in it. No wonder it was taking stuff off so quick the other day. No, see, this one's fine. Calibrate it once a month. I don't do that. Someone's on the roof and they're making loud noises. I'm pretty sure delaminated SMC is not going to work. Yeah, metal scrap thief or air conditioning, that could be. But it probably is scrap thief. If the lights go out, you know what happened. Yeah, it's kinda, I don't think the SMC would have died. I don't know. I'll have to get some, because I think that other one was my last one. That means I'll have to get some DHL Express from China to be delivered by like Wednesday or Thursday. DHL Express or FedEx. Thing with the old boards is it's getting really hard to get SMCs that work for them. Martin is here. Martin, we had 2 delaminated SMCs in a row. I don't know if they were like that before I took them off, or if they were done by my failing hot air station. I kind of think it was the Chinese that kind of ripped me off on those boards, because I've never delaminated an SMC before, but then again, who knows. Yeah, Martin, someone is currently running around up on the roof. I mean, literally running on the roof right now. So, if you're up there, please come down and at least fix something here. SMC stencil. Here it is. Let me see if I have another one. No. Stolen. 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 Yeah, no, I don't have that. Vladimir, try and get it quick if you can. You just save up a little bit more and get it quick. It'll be well worth it. Some Captain tape. 24 people watching. It's pretty good. Martin, I think my heating element's dying in mine. It's getting way hotter than it should. Or I'm just an idiot. I don't know. USC stencil, no. Not doing that. Dirty stencil is a working stencil. Yeah, everyone shows up so they can laugh at me. Because we all know how bad I am at reballing SMCs. Just putting tape on it so I could align it. No, I have not. I have not tried to recalibrate it. I don't have time for that. I should probably do that. Need to find my thermocouple and do it. And yet again, someone is running around on the roof. Tony Tone is here. Solder paste. Okay, let's watch me screw this thing up. That SMC looks fine. Rewind to the one that was before it. I don't even know what the difference between the DE and the DW is. The quicks, I mean, what is one made with lead-free solder and the other one is made with leaded? Doesn't even matter. Down on those pads. Let it cool a little bit. Those are now dry. Nicely reballed SMC. Could just use a little bit. Some of the balls aren't formed completely, so what we're gonna do is hit it really short and quick. Until they do form. There, done. Just wait, clean it a little bit. Where's our toothbrush? I don't want to get the toothbrush. Now that's good enough. Hopefully this works. And hopefully the chip isn't dead. Yeah, the DW is fine. You don't need 200 liters per minute of air like the DE has. 120 is more than you'll ever need. 120 is way more than you'll ever need. Ideally, I mean, you probably would never need over 80. But I solder at max air most of the time just because it's there. But yeah, 80 would be perfectly sufficient, honestly. Come on, really? I have to reball this again. Yeah, I screwed up. And I suck at reballing. I really, really hate reballing. And yeah, this is just not my day. It's just not my day. Not my day at all. Should probably go home. But no, the air was fine. It just wasn't aligned right. The air was low. Yeah, Martin, it didn't align and then it jumped. So now we have to do it all over again. Okay, take two. Today is not my day. Probably gonna finish this one, then go to lunch. Maybe I'll come back feeling a little bit better. This is not aligned right. It's almost time for me to pull my hair out. I'll take a CD3215 over this any day, honestly. Reballing a CD3215 is a breeze. come on. There we go, that's close enough, I think. One attempt so far, Nasera. You missed me screwing one up. I suck at this. The sad thing is the SMC that's going on the board is probably going to be dead. Do we link the FB group in there? No. I'm thinking about leaving the Facebook group, honestly. The thing about that group is no one listens to me. Whenever I give advice, no one listens to me. Ed Martin, I think we know but we both know one of the people that doesn't listen. But yeah, I mean, it's why give advice? Why ask? If you're not going to take my word, why ask? Most people will wait and not listening to me. Most people won't listen to me and then wait for John to answer. It's like, well, why are you even asking? If you don't want to, get out. If you don't want to listen to anything I'm telling you, then just get out. Now, Sarah, while you're here, do you want to be a moderator on that group, by the way? I completely understand if you didn't want to. If you want to be a moderator, I'll add you as a moderator. Vladimir, I don't really know what a hot table is. Yeah, it is frustrating, Martin. Block the ones that don't listen. Yeah, that, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Delete people posting stupid stuff, just like in live chat. There's a lot of stupid stuff that we get to first. I mean, it gets pretty ridiculous sometimes. There was one guy that kept we kept banning because he would just act like a jerk on every post, and then his friend goes in there and says, "Oh, this is ridiculous that, so and so can't voice his opinion in here." It's like, no, you can't voice your opinion in here, so get out. But yeah, it can get cancerous sometimes. The member requests are just silly sometimes. The questions they answer. The majority of the responses are either copy and pasted from Google or just dumb nonsense. Like, how do you locate ground on a board? A lot of people will answer Facebook, which is silly. If you don't know where to find ground on a board, then yeah, that's sad. Okay, let's see. Almost done here, so let's watch me fail soldering this. What a lousy day so far. Okay, I'll add you as a moderator. The member requests are just um, worth it just to read them. They're just so comical. What's even the difference between admin and moderator on these groups? I have no idea. Teresa's here. Yeah, the resistor ones. What's stuff that someone answered like a molecule that does something? It's just ridiculous. It's just so basic stuff. The questions are, what is ground on the board? What is resistor? And will you read the rules? There is actually a moderator in there. I don't know who it is. I know it's not an admin, but it's one of the other moderators. Why you cover the stencil with Kapton tape? To keep it from moving around. There's been one of the moderators that have been deleting people's posts, or other moderators' posts. I don't know who it is, but it could just be Facebook being weird too. Yeah, I don't use a clamp to do it. Kapton tape is easier, honestly. I sometimes wonder if I should make the questions in that group really hard and see what people coming in think. Because if you don't know what ground is, you're sure is not going to know what's going to cause platform reset L to be missing. I think there was one a while ago. I'm pretty sure it was Lewis that told someone to think, and it might have been me. I don't know. And they replied, "What's thinks?" It was like a coil getting hot or something, and they kept asking, "Well, why does coil get hot? I've replaced 5 times and coil still gets hot." People can't answer the do you agree. Yeah, I know. Someone answered, like, no, I don't agree to the rules or something. Then why are you here? Get out. If you don't agree to the rules, get out. Yeah, I remember that, Martin. When someone said that. Do you agree to the rules? Do you agree to read the rules in the pin post? No. Okay, bye. I'd say for probably every 30 people we decline from that group, one gets in. Well, Sarah, I thought that too, but no. These people are serious. The decline rate is that high? Oh yeah. Almost no one gets in there. It's all stupid requests. It's just dumb nonsense. Let me see. If my display capture works, I will show you guys. Someone was asking today, is there a 4K camera that fits with the microscope? And I'm telling them no, that it's impossible to have 4K through the trinocular port because the optics, it just cannot support that. You're only going to get roughly half of that. There is not space for 4K pixels, if you guys catch what I'm saying. And the guy wouldn't listen. And then someone else says, no, you need to look, Tim, you need to look it up. They exist. And it's like, okay, you know what? You want to spend $3,000 on a 4K camera that's going to get you roughly 1080p? Go ahead. Let me see if I can get display capture to work. And I'll show you guys how many people we decline compared to I think the video card in my computer's dying, so the only there isn't the display capture won't work, but let me see. Yeah, dying video card, no display capture, but yeah, it's probably 1 in every 30 gets approved. Okay, let's see if this works, because it's probably not going to work, and that means I'm probably going to go get lunch, because I'm sick of this board. And that means I'm going to have an SMC overnighted from China, because the Chinese sent me 2 dead SMCs. And what do you know? The fan spins! No way, the fan actually spins. So this is fixed. Now is PPBUS the right voltage? What group is that? Let me link you right now. Yeah, all you guys can join. There you go. In all reality, though, we do try really hard to keep it clean, and if anyone's in any of the other Facebook groups for board repair, it is an absolute. They're just all chaos nonsense, and this is one of the very few that is still decent, not filled with just junk. Fan spin. Now I have an option that to keep working and keep packing stuff, and then be starving later, like I usually am. But if I do that, I'm probably going to regret it. So what I can do is either work or go leave to lunch. I think I'll go get lunch. But fan spin. Let's see what PPBUS voltage is, just to make sure. .52 volts. Now what would be really screwed up if I ran ASD on this and it failed on some random sensor like VPOR or something for SMC. Pirnov already declined a few of the people that joined, so you might want to try and rejoin. Lunch, okay. What are you having for lunch? I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I agree. Lunch is a good idea. Yeah, that one person that always thumbs down. I wonder who that is. I really wonder who that is. It's got to be someone that's just good. Someone that's jealous and who knows. Yeah, I wondered the same thing. There's always that one person that thumbs down the stream or video. It's usually only that one person. I'd like to know who that is. But okay, I'm out of here.